the bold and the beautiful. Could Daphne Rose be connected to Quinn Fuller? Carter Walton's past may be coming back to haunt him. The calm before the storm. Carter's new love story might not be so simple. For months now, the bold and the beautiful has teased fans with Carter Walton's Lawrence St. Victor new romance with Daphne Rose, Muriel Hilaire. She's smart, poised, and self-assured. Everything Carter claims he's been looking for. He explicitly stated to her that he has a history of selecting women who require rescue. But he believes Daphne is unique. But what if she isn't? What if Daphne Rose's arrival at Forrester Creations wasn't fate, but design? And what if her polished exterior hides a secret connection to one of Carter's most scandalous past flames? Quinn Fuller, Rena Sofer. Because if there's one thing soap history has proven, it's that no one escapes Quinn's shadow forever, least of all the man who broke her heart and helped destroy her marriage. Revisiting Carter and Quinn's explosive affair. To understand the Daphne theory, we have to rewind to one of B&B's most unforgettable affairs. Carter and Quinn's relationship wasn't a fleeting dalliance. It was a full-blown, passionate, forbidden love story. Quinn was married to Eric Forrester, John McCook, the patriarch of Forrester Creations, when she fell into Carter's arms. The chemistry was undeniable, the secrecy intoxicating, and the fallout inevitable. Carter wasn't just infatuated, he was in love. He dreamed of a life with Quinn, willing to risk his career, his friendships, and his integrity for her. But Quinn, torn between passion and loyalty, chose to stay with Eric, even after the affair came to light. The scandal nearly destroyed Carter's career. He was humiliated, heartbroken, and forced to rebuild both his reputation and his sense of self. For Quinn, it marked the beginning of her slow fade from Los Angeles. She left town in disgrace, her marriage in shambles, and her name tarnished. Fast forward to today, and suddenly, Carter's life is steady again. He's moved on from Quinn, had relationships with women like Katie Logan, Heather Tom, and Hope Logan, Annika Noel, and found peace in his work. But B&B rarely lets peace last long. Enter Daphne Rose, a mysterious newcomer with impeccable timing and an air of secrecy. Who is Daphne Rose, really? We know surprisingly little about Daphne's past. She arrived at Forrester Creations as a perfumer, a woman with refined taste, artistic instincts, and instant charisma. She's quickly become involved in Forrester's fashion and fragrance projects, working closely with Hope on the hope for the future relaunch. Daphne carries herself with confidence. She doesn't seem like a damsel in distress. She's polished, professional, and, most importantly, guarded. Carter, who's known for falling for emotionally complicated women, is drawn to her precisely because she seems put together. But that surface calm could be part of a facade. The question that's quietly burning among fans: is Daphne Rose really who she says she is? Theory 1. Daphne is related to Quinn Fuller. Here's the most popular theory gaining traction among viewers. Daphne Rose could be related to Quinn Fuller. Quinn's family tree is still full of unknown branches. We know she has a son, Wyatt Spencer, Darren Brooks, but beyond that, her past remains mysterious. She came to Los Angeles as a single mother and jewelry designer, with little mention of extended family. But that absence of detail leaves plenty of room for surprises. What if Daphne Rose is a cousin or a niece that Quinn once mentioned but never introduced? What if she's the daughter of a relative Quinn lost contact with years ago? That could explain Daphne's sudden appearance at Forrester and her immediate connection to Carter. If Daphne knows what happened between Carter and Quinn, she might have arrived with an agenda. Maybe she believes Carter ruined Quinn's life and wants to make him pay. Maybe she blames him for the scandal that destroyed her family's reputation. Or, in an even juicier twist, what if Daphne's connection isn't to Quinn's side of the story, but to Eric's? If she's tied to someone in the Forrester orbit, say an extended relative of the Forrester family or someone loyal to Eric, she could be carrying out a quiet vendetta, using Carter's heart as her weapon. Theory 2. Daphne is working for Quinn. Now here's where the story gets even more delicious. What if Daphne isn't just connected to Quinn, but is actually working for her? It's been years since Quinn left Los Angeles, and we haven't seen her on screen. But if she's watching from afar, and this is Quinn Fuller we're talking about, it's not impossible that she's plotting her comeback. And what better way to make her return felt than by targeting Carter, the man who broke her emotionally and moved on so easily? Sending Daphne into Carter's life to seduce him, earn his trust, and ultimately betray him would be classic Quinn. People know her for her scheming, her emotional intensity, and her love of poetic justice. Imagine it. Daphne reports back to Quinn, slowly feeding her details about Carter's new life, his vulnerabilities, and his ambitions. Maybe Quinn's endgame isn't revenge at all. Maybe she's obsessed with seeing whether Carter still carries a torch for her. It's manipulative, dangerous, and deep, Quinn. The timing is too perfect to ignore. Daphne's arrival came at a suspiciously perfect moment. Carter had just ended things with hope, realizing that she was still tethered to Liam Spencer and that, once again, he was the guy left in the shadows, emotionally raw and questioning his worth. Carter was the perfect target, open to connection, craving comfort, and ready to believe in something new. And then, like clockwork, Daphne appeared. A woman who seemed to see him. A woman who didn't need saving, or so he thought. She slipped into his world so seamlessly it almost feels choreographed. The job at Forrester, the instant chemistry, the gentle way she challenges him. It's all a little too convenient. Soap timing is never random. When someone walks into a character's life right after heartbreak, it's usually for a reason. Carter's savior pattern could doom him again. Carter's romantic history reveals a pattern of self-sabotage. He's drawn to women who are emotionally unavailable, complicated, or caught in messy situations. Quinn, Zoe, Paris, Katie, and Hope. He confessed that this time is different, that Daphne doesn't need saving. But maybe that's what makes her the most dangerous of all. If Daphne is connected to Quinn's past, either by blood or by scheme, then she's already entangled in drama far beyond Carter's control. She may be self-sufficient, but Carter could soon find himself trying to rescue her from a web of lies she didn't even spin herself. And if Daphne actually likes Carter, if she's torn between genuine feelings and her loyalty to Quinn, then this storyline could evolve into one of B&B's richest emotional conflicts in years. What if Daphne is the key to Quinn's comeback? For months, fans have speculated about Rena Sofer's potential return to the bold and the beautiful. Bringing Quinn back into the mix through Daphne would be an elegant move, subtle, dramatic, and deeply tied to Carter's growth. Quinn could reemerge as a shadowy figure manipulating events from behind the scenes. Or maybe she'll show up in person once Daphne's secret is exposed, reigniting old passions and rivalries. Imagine the shock on Carter's face when he learns that the woman he's falling for is actually the one who once shattered him. It would be the kind of emotional gut punch B&B thrives on. Bottom line, Daphne Rose is too mysterious to be innocent. Maybe Daphne Rose really is just a perfumer who fell for a man she works with. Maybe there's no connection to Quinn Fuller at all. But if the bold and the beautiful has taught fans anything, it's that new characters don't show up without hidden motives. Daphne's perfect timing, her vague backstory, and her almost too ideal chemistry with Carter all point towards something bigger. Whether she's Quinn's relative, her pawn, or her secret weapon, Daphne's presence feels like a ticking time bomb. Carter Walton has worked hard to move on from his mistakes. But if this theory proves true, his past isn't done with him yet. Quinn Fuller's legacy could come roaring back into his life in the form of the one woman he finally thought was safe to love. Feel free to share any video requests in the comments. I'll try to make a video about it. Stay connected with the Glammed Rebel for all the latest updates, spoilers, and deep dive recaps. See you in the next video. Stay safe and healthy. May God keep you safe. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell button for daily updates.